Hey folks, Walter Shepard here, President of the Florida Real Estate Investors Association, bringing you this week's edition of The Fan, the FLREIA Action News, and I guess back to normal, whatever we call normal. Holidays over, New Year's over, and everybody's getting back to work. So let's see what's going on for the headlines of this week. We have Freddie Mac extends forbearance timeline, mortgage delinquency still high, strategic default companies busted, fewer Palm Beach homes repossessed, Tiger Woods' ex demolishes a $12 million mansion, and the Miami Dolphins. From dsnews.com, we have Freddie Mac extending forbearance timeline. That's right. Some unemployed homeowners may now receive up to 12 months of forbearance. Yep, according to Freddie Mac, they just announced it. Almost 10% of delinquencies in their portfolio are linked to unemployment. So they've extended the forbearance plan. Extended forbearance plans are only permitted with prior approval and often only applied to natural disasters or medical emergencies. Well, under the new directive that was just announced, servicers may offer up to 6 months, which is up from 3 months, without approval, and up to 12 months. Well, actually, with an additional 6 months with approval from Freddie Mac, giving these homeowners up to 12 months of forbearance. So, good news for those homeowners who are out of work and are probably on the verge of getting something else. So this is good news for them, especially as hopefully employment isn't picking up out there. Is this good for the economy? Obviously, yeah. I mean, we want to see these guys keep their homes and stay in there. And I guess it all depends on how many jobs are created and how many of these folks can get back to work. So for those of you who are not expecting to get a job anytime soon and are in this situation, this forbearance might not come through. But again, you never know what might happen. You've seen stranger things happen. So just go for it. All right, next here from dsnews.com, we've got mortgage delinquencies still high. That's right here. According to Lender Processing Services, mortgage delinquencies at the end of November 2011 were nearly 25% below their January 2010 peak. Okay, but over that period, the number of non-current mortgages were slashed by nearly a quarter, simply because fewer borrowers were falling behind on their payments. A good thing, a trend which dominated 2010 and the first quarter of 2011. Unfortunately, the company has seen an end to that trend. LPS put the national delinquency rate at 8.15% as of the end of November. At the same time, the company says new problem loans, those loans seriously delinquent as of the end of November that were current 6 months prior, have not improved significantly in the last year. The degree of stagnation indicates, this is a quote, indicates that while the situation is not getting markedly worse, it is not improving either. And inventories of troubled loans remain significantly higher than pre-crisis level across the board. New and repeat foreclosures dropped sharply in November, down nearly 30% from the month prior. Now, as late-stage delinquencies in the pipeline still number close to 2 million, LPS says the sharp drop is more indicative of the impact of ongoing document reviews, additional state legislation, and new regulatory requirements, rather than a shift in the trend. So, what are we going to see here in the future? Obviously, we've still got the shadow inventory lingering, so there's a lot of delinquency still out there. Again, a lot looking as to what's going on in the economy, and which reminds me here, get out and vote, and make sure you're getting people in there that are going to propel our economy. One big question I had for our governor here last year when he was going up for election is, what are you guys going to do to get out of the way of small business? Because we know small business is what's going to get us out of this rut. So find those candidates out there that are willing to get out of the way, get taxing off of our backs, get us back on track, help create jobs that we need to, so we can build our businesses up and help this economy recover. All right, from the Daily Business Review here, strategic default companies busted. That's right. You've heard some of these guys campaigning, hey, don't pay your mortgage, we'll help you stay living in your home for free. We've heard these over the years, even some attorneys, advertising that. We thought it was kind of ridiculous. Well, a couple of these firms got busted. Yeah, Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi has obtained a temporary injunction and a limited asset freeze against two companies. and their principals. These guys marketed and provided foreclosure services in Palm Beach and Broward County. The firms are MGD Management and CRS Marketing. The principal is Mark Dalen. According to a news release from Bondi, the firms misled consumers into believing they could live in their homes for free through the use of strategic default, in which borrowers who have the financial ability to make payments make a decision to quit paying. According to the complaint, the upfront fee was typically $1,500 to $2,500 plus a monthly fee of around $300. So these guys kept, I guess, the banks at bay, filing whatever junk they needed to file. So, yeah, not good news here. All right, from the Palm Beach Post, fewer Palm Beach homes repossessed. How about that? And we'll understand why here in a moment. Banks moved to repossess fewer than 12,200 Palm Beach County homes last year, the second consecutive annual decline in new filings, and the 61% plunge from the peak of foreclosure woe in 2009. Still, the first drop in the first-time foreclosure filings, which were down 39% from 2010, has been tempered by a trend of a steady monthly increase that began in July. Now, here's a Miami-based independent bank consultant and economist. He believes that new foreclosure filings will stay low through 2012. He believes banks are doing everything they can to avoid getting mired in the court system with a lengthy foreclosure process. It is more expensive. They've got to pay for an attorney and keep filing things and proving paperwork. I think they're more worried about proving that paperwork is real than not. So anyway, he believes that the banks are going to be more willing to work with homeowners. And, we've talked about the Bank of America working with short sales, and Chase, JP Morgan Chase, and Citi, and some of the other banks doing as well. So that's what his belief is. And again, for those of you in the short sales, great time to be in trying to put some of those deals together, get some of these deals closed. The 1,219 new foreclosures filed last month represented a 1.3% increase from November and a 40% increase from December 2010. Now, the company that manages bank repossessed homes, including fixing them up for resale, said they had 1,500 homes to manage. Now they're down to 500. So it just goes to show you some of these banks are not in a rush to take back these homes. Will we see a sub 10,000 year? Now, remember, that's still 3 to 4 times higher than the normal average here for us in Palm Beach County. So still a lot of foreclosures dangling there. But, some people are looking forward to being below 10,000. And even the clerk's office, they're overwhelmed and still have a backlog of foreclosures. And I believe we're still down to one judge. So I'm sure he would love to see this get cleaned up. But, again, it seems like it's going to be a little while before it gets totally cleaned up. So a lot going on. So will we see these banks working more with homeowners? They're attempting to do so. Are they going to follow through? I think they're waiting to see that they're going to make some money as opposed to losing money. So for those of you in trouble or facing any type of situation, now is a good time to try to negotiate with the bank something, see what you can work out. They seem to be more receptive. All right, and on the celebrity news here, Tiger Woods' ex-wife demolishes a $12 million home. That's right. She just purchased it. This is Ellen Nordegren. She bought a $12.3 million oceanfront mansion. And they were looking at doing some rehab and remodeling to the property, and then they decided it's not going to work out. Let's go ahead and knock it down. So they're knocking down a 1932 two-story, 17,000 square foot home, which included 8 bathrooms and an in-ground pool and an elevator. Knocking it all down to build up something new. Now, according to now had a chance to read some of the comments on the post here, and quite entertaining. But according to some of, I believe, obviously she's contributing to the local economy. She's got a ton of money she got from her ex, and I guess she's looking to spend it. So hey, I guess spend it on real estate, right? But much to the chagrin of her neighbors, who claim that the last home she developed was a monstrosity on the island of Jupiter. So not crazy about that, seeing her do that. But hey, you know what? I guess she's got nothing better to do, right? It's her money. All right. And with that, let's go on to the Miami Dolphins. Yes, season is over for us. But, hey, how about Tebow? What a game, huh? I think I'm following the Broncos just because of him. So, great job. I mean, even though I am a Pittsburgh fan, that was an amazing comeback. So, way to go, Tim. Yes, in the 316. Kind of crazy, and we've seen all the reports about it, but really interesting, real fun to watch. We're looking for a coach still. It looks like we're awaiting Jeff Fisher. Now, for those of you who don't know who Jeff Fisher is, he was a former North Carolina Panthers coach, and he's right now is the top candidate. That we hope that he takes it, but he's also looking at the St. Louis Rams. So, sunny Florida, man. Come on down, Jeff. We'd love to have you out here. The other candidates are not nearly as seasoned, and there is rumor that the Dolphins have contacted Chip Kelly's agent. Now, Chip is the second best opportunity we might have for a decent coach. The other guys, none of them have head coaching experience, so it could be a rough season if we end up going with somebody else. But then again, you might have a Don Shula rebirth, so love to have that. Okay, and so that's it for that. Let's see what's happening at the FLREIA. That's right. We have the survivaltothrivaltour.com. I will be gone for 3 weeks with Frank McKinney. We'll be touring the east coast of the country. Not your normal tour. We're not going to be hitting the REIA bandwagon or any hotels and conference rooms. We are going to be at homeless shelters. That's right. Talking it up and looking to inspire and aspire some of those hardest hit from this economy. But hey, we're not only going to be there for the homeless. We want you guys to show up out there if you can. We're starting off in Fort Lauderdale on Monday the 16th at 11:30 a.m. So check out survivaltothrivaltour.com. You can see the link right here and see what is going on. Love to see you out there. And if you're anywhere around the country along the 14 city stops, I think 14 or 16 city stop we have, love to see you out there. All right, and then our Real Estate Opportunities webinar every Tuesday at 12:45. That's right, Sharon is back. She's decided to come back to work and sell some properties. Had a great 2011, and we're looking for a spectacular 2012. Check out the properties that we have available, and I think we also have a hotel. So if you've got any buyers, you definitely want to, or if you're looking to buy one, great one on hand here. All right, and then on the 12th, we have God's Property at 7:30 in the morning. So join me and see what God has in store for your business. You'd be amazed. And then our business meeting is the 19th of that's Thursday the 19th at Phillips Point Club, and it's our short sale panel. So definitely want to come out and hear that. If for those of you who are smart enough to be putting some offers in on the short sale, see what's going on, see what these experts have to say on in their experience with some of these banks and lenders as to how quickly they're moving and what to expect. All right, and then we have a workshop coming up on February 18th. That's February 18th. So be sure to check out the details, as we'll have those coming out here real soon. And we'll be moving to our new site here, FloridaREIaElite.com. We'll be making a quick change, but nothing major. So we look forward to seeing you there. All right, that's the news. That is the news for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in and checking us out. Remember, we look forward to seeing you at any one of our upcoming events. Don't forget to follow us on our social media at twitter.com, facebook.com, and youtube.com, all /FloridaREIA. This is Juan Restrepo signing off. God bless.
The kingdom of God is within. The kingdom of God is within me. I carry it wherever I go. Got me some joy.